Hello YouTube, this is OJ Cubing and welcome to my Shengshou Megaminx review. I can't do an unboxing on this because I unboxed it about a year ago, but I've had this puzzle for a year and it's done me well. It's not the best and I'll obviously go into full detail about that later on. But yeah, it is pretty good. If we start off by looking at the colours, we got quite a weird colour scheme, but I think it works quite well for the Megaminx. So obviously we've got white on top, and then we've got 5 colours surrounding it in the lower hemisphere. So we've got purple, dark green, red, dark blue, and yellow. Now the way that this works, these are quite bright and dark colours. I like to call them hard colours just because yellow is not really actually that dark. But and you'll see why in a minute. But basically each of these has a corresponding colour on the other side. So pink goes to purple, blue goes to light blue, green goes to light green, red goes to orange, and finally, yellow goes to cream. Now in terms of that, in the lower hemisphere, and obviously white goes to grey. Now I think black would have been a better colour here, because I think that looks a lot funkier. But the problem is, all of these are supposed to be softer colours, and so grey works quite well actually. I don't particularly like these colours, but I feel like they've done the best, and I think it kind of works for the puzzle. But yeah, especially this cream. Like, if we get a yellow piece over there, let's just compare those two. I just think that looks absolutely hideous. But anyway, it's quite a good colour scheme. It takes a long time to get used to, but yeah, I think it's quite cool. The thing that annoyed me about this puzzle is that I got the white version, and I didn't mean to get the white version. I've got black versions of all my other puzzles, but I'll leave a link to the description of where I bought this puzzle. It's actually off Amazon, and if you're buying puzzles off Amazon, or any other website in fact, make sure it specifies it as black, because although the first 3 or 4 pictures were of black Megaminxes, I realised that the last 2 were of white ones, and so really they didn't specify whether I was going to get black or white, and I ended up with white. And I've got used to it, but I still think that the black version looks a lot cooler, and I'm kind of a bit gutted about that. And whilst talking about stickers and stuff, they are starting to peel off. I think that piece in particular is going. This is peeling, as you can see now. And this one's been a bit battered, but to be honest, that's just from me using it for about a year. And I don't use it that often because it feels a bit awkward, and I'll get onto that in a minute. But yeah, the stickers are coming off a bit, but that's okay because I'm not using it too often. So if we look at the turning now, it's a bit smooth. It's kind of smooth, but it does sort of lock up quite frequently, and the reason for that is it's corner cutting. Now as we can see, if we've got forwards corner cutting, that works, but not really anywhere past there. See, it kind of starts working at about just over half of this little thing here, but after that it's not really bad. But that's not too bad. Really what concerns me is the backwards corner cutting, because if we just put it up to there, it can do it, but there, it gets stuck. As you can see, it literally needs this corner to be over the edge before it can slip down, which is really poor for corner cutting, and it means that half the time in the solve I'm going like this to try and get it to move. So in terms of quality, it works, but it's not great at all, and I would recommend getting maybe the smoother one. Especially if you want to speed cube, I definitely not recommend this one. But if it's just for a puzzle that you enjoy solving, then this would probably do. And I just want to add to that, because it's a pentagonal shape, the actually like moving it, the finger positions for finger tricks is quite weird, and just doing that feels weird, and you'll maybe get used to it a bit, but you'll never have the same sort of quality finger tricks you'll be able to do on a 3x3 if you speed cube. Now in terms of the puzzle itself, it's really fun in my opinion. It's basically, how to describe it, is a very, very big 3x3, and I'll release a tutorial in a couple of days or so, maybe a week, But you've got hold on a second. So you know this algorithm on the 3x3 where you have to move this edge down to there, and you do something like this, and then it gets you to the rest of it. That's basically the same here, except for you have to do it here, and here, and here. And so you have to actually do it 5. Basically, you gotta do it for all of the edges apart from the top layer. So that can be quite time consuming and a bit repetitive. But in terms of being a puzzle that's not too difficult but takes a bit longer, so might be more satisfying, then it's quite a good puzzle to do. And the last thing I can say about this puzzle is it does look quite cool. I mean, like, this is obviously just a normal 3x3, and people will be quite amazed by that, really, if you're quite good at it. But at the end of the day, this just looks different, and people say, is that a big Rubik's Cube? Well, yeah, it is. It's technically a twisted puzzle because it's not actually a cube, you can tell them. But it looks quite cool. It's quite easy to solve, but people don't realise that. So they'll come over and they'll say, oh, what's that thing? And then you're like, there, I just solved it. And they'll be like, wow. So it is quite a cool thing. And the other thing is it's a different shape to them. If you've got 4x4, 5x5, they're still cubes, even though they're bigger. And this is just a very more different one. And you can get the Gigaminx and whatever of that. But I just don't think it's worth the bother or the money, because it can be quite expensive. This was quite cheap, I think, and you can get it from like anywhere. So again, I'll leave a link in the description to where I bought it. And that's the end of my review here. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't seen my recent unboxing of my Moyu Aolong, I just got a personal best, so I'm really happy about this. That's this cube. And in the future, I'll be releasing a walkthrough solve, probably a tutorial, and some other stuff just to do with the Megaminx. I might do a rebuilding video as well. Anyway, see you later then. Bye.